Oh, what's up, you guys? My bad. I was just listening to all my new CDs.
Welcome to Tune Fever, baby.
So, yeah, you guys, I just bought a whole bunch of CDs and I'm going to show them to you now. So, first of all, we have this disc, The Police, and they're live. And what's so interesting about this is normally, the police, they're actually the ones like down in front of the stage, kind of like at the show. But this time, the police are actually the ones on the stage. So, that's really interesting, really groundbreaking stuff. So, next, this is Block Party 4, and I wanted this because, well, I like Block Party, but also because it reminds me of this art that was on the wall at the bathroom of my dentist, called something about concentric circles. It's a really famous art piece. So next, we have this one. It's Sade Love Deluxe, and it talks about mermaids on it, and she kind of looks like a mermaid. So I thought that was really cool. So next we have this band Thursday with their album called Full Collapse, and this is pretty cool music. It takes you a while. It took me a while to get kind of used to the singer's interesting voice, but now I'm still getting used to it. So next we have this album by Newfound Glory, and the reason I got this is because there's a lot of pop punk things here on the album cover, but none of them were pizza. And that is an interesting direction for pop punk. So next, we have Queens of the Stone Age, Lullabies to Paralyze. And something I should mention about this is that this has one of the coolest booklets. And right here on the front, you can write your name and say this CD belongs to this. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that booklet. Okay, next we have this that I forgot to take off the sticker, but yeah, now you guys know I bought it for this price. But I discogged this. It's that song U2 did for that Batman movie nobody cares about. Um, but yeah, I discogged it, and I guess people are selling it for quite a bit more than I paid for it, which is kind of funny. But this is a nice U2 song, and I'm not really the biggest U2 fan. Next is Violent Femmes. This album has so many different sounds on it. Obviously, it's a classic for a reason. But yeah, this is very exciting. Um, yeah, there's a lot there. There's a song from Tony Hawk Project 8 on there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's on that one. Yeah. Pretty cool. Next up, we have Kanye West and Jay-Z, with Watch the Throne. And on this album, they have somebody who's you know, they have made their art for this album, so it's actually really really expensive. But next we have this album, REM Document, and I'm trying to get into REM a little bit, and I knew some stuff on this one that I like, so I am excited to check this one out. So next we have this album by East West, which I kind of have to be careful with because the little thing in the middle is a little messed up, so the CD just could knock around or whatever. But it's cool metal. The bass playing I found really cool, but also I found it interesting because East West. I wasn't sure what that means. I guess the East is far from the West, and I suppose that's maybe what they're going for. So I hope it's pretty far out. So next we have The Head on the Door by The Cure. Um, well, so this album claims to be curative, I suppose, rather than palliative or something, but I'm not really noticing any side effects. So if you're gonna take this, I'd probably ask your provider about that before. Um, but yeah, seems safe. So next, we'll go with this one. It's called Deconstruction. It's by Deconstruction. It's, I think, two of the members of Jane's Addiction made a band, and then they made this album, which is very artistic and interesting. And there are some kitchen supplies there on the front, along with some other various things. And it made me hungry. So here's this one. It's called the Red Hot Chili Peppers Freaky Styley, and apparently Red Hot Chili Peppers used to put a "the" in front of their name. That's interesting. But yeah, I know this album. It's really cool, very funky, and sometimes a little bit, But next up we have Ike Dirty. I don't know this one, but it was in a dollar bin, and I like a lot of Memphis hip hop, dudes like 8 Ball and whatever. So I figured this would be interesting. I have heard some Ike Dirty, but I couldn't find this one on the internet, so I just kind of took a gamble. But I'm excited to hear this one. So, okay, this next one is an album by The Killer. It's called Better Judged by 12 Than Carried by 6. And it's a 2-disc, so one of them's a DVD of their live performance. It's a really cool metalcore album. It's violent because it's about a killer. So next up we have this guy called Al. Oh, this is the last one. Al Green, Lay It Down. So this is a pretty recent album for Al Green. One of me and my wife's songs on it is on it. We have 5 songs. The one "Stay With Me" by the Sea is one of me and my wife's 5 songs, because couples have their songs, and I know how adorable that is. But this album's full of great stuff. So I had to scoop. Yeah, please take a look at this. This is a WD-40 radio, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more cool things to look at like this.